Hi, my name is Santiago Tomas, and this is my newly renovated kitchen. Something that was really important to Jeremy and I was that this would be the kitchen of our dreams, that we wouldn't want to do this ever again. We were going to make the investment for this. We wanted it to be the best stuff that we could live with. It would be timeless, transitional. We wouldn't have to worry about the aesthetics or it going out of style or being dated. We talked about how we wanted things to function because we weren't quite sure how that was all going to lay out technically in this kitchen. And if you've ever done a renovation before, or if you haven't, it's extremely stressful. It's not really fun. The fun part is picking all the materials and getting everything down, but it's not fun to go through the whole process of demo and making sure that things are going to turn out perfectly. Originally, I had my team of draftspeople lay out my kitchen for me. That was the original plan. And not much had changed. We kept the original footprint. We weren't changing any of the plumbing. We weren't changing any of the gas. And I thought that if I was going to do my kitchen, if my husband and I were going to do our kitchen, it should feel somewhat transformative. It should feel somewhat different. And so I had given the original footprint of the plans to Sabrina Anthony, who's our kitchen designer. And I asked her if she could look at these, develop a plan on her own based on what the footprint was. So as an interior designer, you would think that I would be able to create my own kitchen design. And I must say that was not the case for me. I'm not a technical person. I'm more of a visual person, aesthetic. I'm into the materiality of things, but I'm not so into the technical aspect of stuff. And so I hired a kitchen designer to work with me and my husband on this project. Even though I'm in construction and I'm in design and I'm doing all this all day long, my brain is scattered around, and she is very particular and tuned in on the technical aspect of things. So as you know, when you're doing a project, there's a lot of people involved, right? So we had Sabrina, obviously. We had our lighting designer. We had the GC. And Sabrina was able to coordinate with all those people, even when Jeremy and I couldn't be involved because we were doing other things. That's another thing that I found really essential in this whole process. Yeah, I'm a professional in the field and I'm used to doing things like this, but I really didn't have any time, and honestly, I didn't really want to think about it. It was too stressful for me. It was too much of a commitment because it was my own project. But having Sabrina, she worked alongside, making it pretty seamless with all these other hands on deck. And she was able to coordinate all the prep work that needed to be done, communicate with those subs and those contractors directly. And then she would fill me in, what we were doing, and I'd say, okay. But the fact that she thought about it prior was really important, because then it took kind of all the stress away from Jeremy and I having to worry about how the project was going to turn out. And we were able to focus on other things that we needed to get done in our lives, work-wise, personal-wise. And yeah, she handled it all